Hello YouTube, this is TRoPrice667 and we are back with our APA Week 7 battle. Now this week we're going up against Monte and his immunity idols. Now what Monte has is he has a Tapu Koko, Mamoswine, Corviknight, Hawlucha, Nihilego, Gastrodon, Chandelure, Thwackey, a Bouffalant, a Nizelf, and a Guzzlord. So a very scary team, especially Hawlucha. Nihilego is never fun to deal with. Gastrodon is just annoying. Chandelure can be very crazy scary with base 145 special attack. And of course, Mamoswine, which I seem to never have any answer to since it's a Mamoswine. So, as I just relayed, he's got a very scary team going on. So, he's also probably one of the better, if not best, Wi-Fi battlers currently in the meta that are like at least upload. So I got pretty much what I'm saying is I got my work cut out for me. So here first I will go into teams. So first off we have a Sheer Force Life Orb Nidoking. And it's rocking a Timid Nature with just enough speed to outspeed a Timid Chandelure. And it's rocking Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt, and Stealth Rocks. So this is literally just my special breaker. Come in, deal a lot of damage to different mons. It can really just come in, say, on a Thwackey and just hit hard with the Sludge Wave onto whatever comes in. Come in like maybe like against a Corviknight and just click Thunderbolt. I could click Earth Power versus Tapu Koko since Tapu Koko doesn't really have a way to hit it super hard outside of like physical Brave Bird. So there's like a lot of different ways I can just use this. I can also like get up rocks if I'm going up against a Tapu Koko, or if he does bring the Thwackey, I can get up rocks versus Thwackey. Even Nihilego I could possibly get rocks up against. So like there's a few mods I can get rocks up against and then like just break through the rest of his team. So kind of what this is here for. Next up we just have a Choice Scarf Tapu Lele. Now I was struggling to pick on like what set of Lele I wanted to bring. I just end up choosing Choice Scarf because at the end of the day, he's got a lot of fast threats that I really don't outspeed with any like my great mons. Since like the two mons I would have that are above base 100 are a Noivern and a Sneasel, and I just didn't really see Sneasel coming since Corviknight just kind of sits on it, and I didn't really like Noivern coming either just because of Nihilego and Tapu Koko and Mamoswine all posing problems for it. So now this is my form of speed is just a Tapu Lele. I'm actually running a Modest Nature because of the fact that he has a really large speed gap between on his team between his base 80 Chandelure and Mamoswine and Thwackey, I believe is also base 80. And then his like next mon would be like Nihilego, like at base 103 or whatever Nihilego speed's at. So I just decided like I'm going to settle in that speed gap. And fortunately, Tapu Lele can be speed crept to outspeed any timid base 80 with the Modest set, so I'm just going to bring Choice Scarf Modest instead and deal as much damage as possible with Side Shock, of course, for Nihilego, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, and Moonblast. Most of these moves can hit pretty much every single one of his mons super effectively outside of the Thwackey and the Corviknight. Oh no, Corviknight hits it by Thunderbolt. Thwackey, Tapu Koko, and Zelf and Bouffalant, I believe, are the 4 mons on his team. Oh, and the Chandelure, of course. Okay, so it hits half of his team super effectively, which ain't bad at all. So next up we have Entei, and this is a, of course, Power Herb Solar Beam set. And once again, as I discussed earlier, I'm taking advantage of the speed gap. I'm not trying to even outspeed the Nihilego at all. All I'm caring about, literally, is just trying to outspeed his next set, which is like the base 80s. So that's literally what the speed's for. And I'm rocking Stopping Tantrum, Sacred Fire, Substitute, and Solar Beam. So I'm kind of expect Monte to, if he does bring Gastrodon, I kind of expect him to A, use it to check Entei, but also B, he's going to scout for Solar Beam, I bet. So what I want to do versus the Gastrodon specifically is I want to sub on it first. I want to sub on it and try to force, trying to see if I can bait him into scouting for it, like maybe with a Protect or a Switch or whatever. If he does rock Protect, I might just click Sacred Fire over Solar Beam because then he might switch out. Because I don't want to, I don't want I what I'm getting at is I don't want him to. I want him to think that I don't have Solar Beam and I'm just a sub 3 attack set or whatever sub and work up or whatever Entei would run. So just I want him to think that I am instead of 3 attack set instead of Power Herb. Now the only issue with this is to get him to believe that I kind of need rocks to not be up, because if rocks are up then he'll see that I'm not heavy duty boots, which really just means either A, I'm choice band or choice scarf or whatever, or B, I am the heavy duty the power set. So I will need to get rid of rocks. I would just need to make sure rocks aren't up actually, because I don't think I have any way to get rid of rocks. Next up we have Ferrothorn. Now just a common bulky Ferrothorn here. Pretty much heavily invested in his defense. Just so I can take on, like if he wants to bring up physical Coco or how he wants to do it. Also takes on Mamoswine pretty well. And Corviknight, it kind of takes on Corviknight, though Corviknight can body press it, and B can also kind of just outstall the Ferrothorn with Roost. So, and also like Thwackey. Thwackey doesn't really handle Ferrothorn that well either. And so it's literally just here to sit on most of his mons, as well as be like probably one of the best, if not the best, Nihilego check. So as long as Nihilego is alive, I'm going to try to keep this alive as well. And what I'm doing is I'm rocking Thunder Wave, Spikes, Knockoff, and Power Whip. So as I discussed earlier, Entei does not like rocks up, or it kind of just reveals my set. So my goal is to kind of hazard stack him to force him to defog. Because he doesn't have a spinner on his team, I can force him to defog. And with that, I can then reveal, then just hide the power set. So that's kind of what this is all for. Next up, we have Zapdos. Now, Zapdos is actually running like a more bulky set. I don't have any special attack investment. I'm like running investment in special defense. And just rocking Thunderbolt, U-Turn, Tailwind, and Roost. Now, his team is very fast, but being fast also makes a lot of his team members frail. So if I can get a Tailwind up, I can make a lot of my mons a lot scarier. Like Nidoking becomes a huge threat, Entei becomes a huge threat, Tapu Lele, even though it's Scarf, if he has any Scarfers, I can just become an even bigger threat. So it's just what the Tailwind is there for, is literally just to make my Wall Breakers become even bigger problems for his team. And also just the Roost, and then Thunderbolt, of course, just has the Thunderbolt. And finally, we have a Vaporeon. Now, this Vaporeon set is Scald, Flip Turn, Wish, Toxic. So my goal is kind of just, if I get Skull Burns, I get Skull Burns. Just toxic things, especially Gastrodon, since Gastrodon will probably be coming in on this, since the Vaporeon doesn't really have a great way of touching Gastrodon. So if I get a Toxic off on Gastrodon, that'd be amazing. And then I can Wish, and then Flip Turn out on like other mons, such as Chandelure, or a Nihilego specifically, or Corviknight. So just Flip Turning out. I don't know much about Chandelure, if I want to Flip Turn out on that. Just due to like how I'm more defensive bulk than I am special defense. But it's more like a almost mixed bulk set that I want to be about the same bulk for each. This also better handles Mamoswine, and even if Mamoswine's Freeze Dry doesn't do too much due to Mamoswine's pitiful special attack. And also, it could be just like a bulky set to help handle Zelf, especially if the Zelf is physical, because I kind of see physical coming over special just because Zelf rocks an Ice Punch and not Ice Beam. So I'm kind of like expecting more of a physical Zelf set just so Zelf can bear him Zapdos. So that's why Vaporeon's kind of here as well as more like a physical bulk. If it's a special Zelf, then Zapdos can sit on it better. But outside of that, it's kind of what it's here for. Just to flip turn out, wish, scald burns, toxic things. Become an overall nuisance. Is pretty much what its job is. So yeah. Alright, so that is the team. I will get back to you when we get to the battle. Okay, so we are connected with Monte and see what he wants to bring. Oh, so we didn't even bring Coco or Thwacky. So he 100, either A, he's a whiter Hawlucha, or B, he is the Psychic Seed. So he's banking on me to control terrain with Light. Alright. I respect it. So he brings his elf, which, you know, was kind of scared of. Mamoswine. Chandelure. Hawlucha. Gastrodon. And Corviknight. So he's got a very, like, bulky team. Outside of, like, the Chandelure, Zelf, Hawlucha, and maybe Mamoswine. But, like, Gastrodon, Corviknight, and Mamoswine can be bulky, so it's kind of got, like, a little bulkier team going on here. I respect it. I think I don't know what I want to lead, though, because if he leads his elf, you know what, I'll lead Zapdos. Yeah. If he leads Mamo, then that ain't good for me. But I'm very scared of the Zelf lead. Alright, let's see what he leads. Please don't be Mamo. Oh, come on. Oh, that's bad. I do not like that. He gets free rocks here. He doesn't have Nihilego, so I don't have to worry too much about Pharaoh's health. Yeah, honestly, I don't really have to worry about Pharaoh's health at all. All the mons that I was afraid he would bring, he didn't bring for Pharaoh. Like, all of the mons that I brought Pharaoh to check, he didn't bring. So, I'm just gonna go Pharaoh, and I'm gonna get Spikes up. Yep, he gets Rocks up. That's unfortunate for me. I need him to get rid of these for Entei. But I'm gonna get Spikes up. What is my Shandy switch in, now that I think about it? He clicks Icicle Crash. How much is this going to do? Please don't flinch. Okay, so about like 35-ish%. So I can get 2 Spikes up here. Which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to get 2 layers of Spikes. I really want to force him to default. If I can. It'll put me in a good position. So he withdraws. What does he go into? Ghostface. Chandelure. Okay. Are you Boots? You are not Boots. Man, imagine if I click Knock there. That's fine, though. I don't want to stay in at all. He couldn't, of course, predict that I'm not going to stay in. That's fine. What do I want to go into, though? If I go Zapdos, how much does he do to Zapdos? I think he shouldn't do, like, unless he specs, he shouldn't do a lot. Because Zapdos may just be my play. I mean, even if he has specs, I do live anything he wants to click. So I think I'll just go Zapdos. And then I can see if he specs or not. He also made me Choice Scarf. He just clicked Shadow Ball. Good neutral play. Okay, so he might... It looks like his damage output is not specs. Well, 195 to 126, so that's about 70 damage. 69 damage. Yeah, so that's not specs. Alright. So I could just say... Not specs. There we go. And he clicked Shadow Ball versus me. Do I want to Roost? Yeah, I think I'll Roost here. Yeah, he can just continuously click Shadow Ball. I think he might be Scarf. Oh, okay. The Spadef drop does suck. But at least he's stuck in clicking Shadow Ball. So I can just... do I have any mon that wants to tank his Shadow Ball, though? Like, how much does it do to Vaporeon? It doesn't do as much as Vaporeon, so I'll just go Vaporeon. Now, I'm assuming that this is Scarf. Though I did not speed creep my Zapdos to outspeed a Timid. So we'll still see. Don't drop my special defense, thank you. What's he have to switch in here? Does he has Gastrodon, yeah. So I think I will Wish up. I believe. Actually, I'm going to click Toxic. I will click Toxic first. If he goes Gastro. Because he may not be Choice Scarf. The Spadef drop on Zapdos sucked because I couldn't just out-roost it anymore. He's thinking. I mean, I'm not clicking a water move here, so you can honestly just stay in and click Shadow Ball and I'll be in deep trouble. Okay, he withdrew. Where's he going to, though? Gastrodon. Alright, I get the Toxic off. Perfect. Now this Gastrodon could probably just Toxic me back. Which is fine. Okay, so he's leftovers. That's perfect. So he's not Rindo Berry, which I was kind of worried about. So if I can get a Slurr Beam off with Entei, that'd be amazing. I'm just going to go into Pharaoh here. Yeah, 8 Toxics. That's doesn't do anything to me. Now, I could get another layer of Spikes up, or I can click Knockoff. How much does Knockoff from Ferrothorn do to a Chandelure? So my Knockoff will do about 64%. So, and he's taken about 28% of Spikes damage. So I think I'll just click Knockoff here. Okay, so he stays in. Is he fishing for burn? He might be. which is probably smart because he knows that he probably doesn't have a free switch into Chandelure. I think I'll get a third layer of spikes up. I honestly don't need too much health on this. Also, Gastrodon is at the point where Entei kind of just blows through most of his team now. Oh, but my Vaporeon's at an awkward... So my Vaporeon was meant to, like... I don't really have anything for Hawlucha currently. Oh! Okay. I like it. I like Memento. That's a cool brain. But if you go Hawlucha, I'm just paralyzing you. How much does Hawlucha do to Ferrothorn? You're in close combat, I will assume. I should live. So I'm just gonna Thunder Wave. He SDs on me. If I get this T-Wave off, that would be amazing. Thank you. So he's just gonna close combat and kill me, probably. I think I'll go Zapdos and Tailwind. Or I could T-Bolt. But I'm gonna go Zapdos either way. Keeping Pharaoh alive for Mamo is nice too. Oh, he read. Oh, but he missed. That sucks. That really sucks. That was a good read on his part, honestly. But the miss sucks. I am so sorry about that. Yeah, now my T-Bolt would kill. I think I'll just U-turn though. I'm going to assume he's going to save this for later. Possibly. If not, I should outspeed anyways. And Tapu Lele Tapu Lele also outspeeds this now. Okay, so he stays in. So he was willing to sack it. That's fine. Thunderbolt actually did not have a 100% chance to KO it from full. So now it does have a chance. Now it does KO. I think Vaporeon isn't really needed anymore. Outside of Chandelure, I guess. Ooh, is Entei needed though? You know what? I'm gonna go Nido. Oof. Oof. I'm getting so lucky versus this Hawlucha. Not going to lie. Do I get rocks up? And be an absolute pain? Or do I just click Thunderbolt? How much does Nidoking Sludge Wave do though, actually? Let's check that. I'm gonna click Sludge Wave. Because if he switches out, I want to at least hit the Mamo. Yeah, he switches. He goes Corviknight. Oh my gosh, I should have clicked Thunderbolt. Why didn't I click Thunderbolt? This is fine. I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt now. I don't understand some of these switches. Like, I am rocking Thunderbolt, so I don't know. Don't know. He's Wakan Berry. Okay, I see. But what does he do back? I crit. Wow, that sucks. He just U-turns. Okay, so he's pivoting into Mamo is my guess. Or a Zelf. Yeah, a Zelf works too. I don't have anything for a Zelf. Woo! Oh boy. Hmm. Do I need Vaporeon for anything now that Hawlucha's paralyzed? I don't think so. I'm gonna go pick Vaporeon, and I want to see if this Zelf is special or physical. So he's special. So Zapdos can at least take on his Zelf. Got the crit. I don't think it matters too much because I was 2-hit KO'd anyways. Unless this is Life Orb, then Life Orb chip, but it's not Life Orb, so it's fine. I can now go Zapdos. And I think I'm going to Tailwind now, possibly? No, because Mamoswine's still alive. I'm in a rough position because of a Zelf. I need damage on a Zelf. I should have got Rocks up with Nidoking. I mean, this is fine, though. I'm going to U-turn still, I think. Yeah, he does outspeed, so he just Psychics. I get the crit back. Wow. We're literally just critting each other. This is a very, like, hacksy game, so I'm sorry. I do apologize for that. I think I just go into Tapu Lele and just click Moonblast. If this is Scarf, then it's Scarf into Psychic. But I don't think this is Scarf. I think he's switching, though. Do I click Thunderbolt to predict Corviknight? Knight? No, because then he could go Mammo later. I think I'm just going to get damage off on something here. How much does Lele do to Mamoswine? Okay, so he just goes this. So he's probably sacking this off. I do outspeed because you are paralyzed. So even though you're unburdened, you are paralyzed, so I do outspeed. Yep. Now you can go Chandelure or you can go Corviknight and click U-turn. Which is exactly what he's probably going to do here. What do I want to go into, though? I don't want to go Nidoking. I'm going to go Ferrothorn. And if he clicks U-turn, at least just get the Iron Barbs off on him. So how much does... I want to see how much Tapu... how much damage I need on Mamoswine for Tapu Lele here. So I need... I can kill it with Energy Ball, but I will need a little bit of chip if I want to kill with Moonblast. Alright, so what does he click? He just hard withdraws. Okay, smart. So he doesn't take... He goes to Zelf. Okay. This is awkward, though. Oh, because he can click Fire Move for free. And I don't really have anything that wants to take Fire Move. Do I just sack Zapdos here? I don't like that. He still has Corviknight at a good health. I don't like that either. How much do I do to Corviknight? Moonblast does about 25%. That's not great. Huh. Yeah, I think I sack Zapdos here. Will he let me get a Tailwind on? Please? Okay, so he's not Scarf. He could have just fainted Scarf, and I would have believed it. But I think he just wanted to guarantee kill, which I respect. Do I go Lele and click Thunderbolt? I think he needs to keep this alive for Ferrothorn. So if I get rid of Corviknight, I could then start spamming. Yeah, I'm gonna Thunderbolt. I think he wants to keep this alive. So if I can call in the Corviknight switch, then I can sleep with Lele later on with Psyshock or Moonblast, depending on how much health the Chandelure has. Since the Chandelure, I believe, is also Scarf. Now the thing is, he could think that I am definitely calling it. So what's he going to? If he goes into Mamoswine, he read me. He read me. Oh no. I mean, this is fine. Oh, good read on his part. Good read on his part. This is fine because I still have Ferrothorn for this. He could probably go right back into... If I was him, I would definitely go right back into his Zelf and force me to sack another Mon. He doesn't. He just clicks Earthquake. I mean, this is fine. How many laser spikes do I have up? I have 3 layers. Okay, perfect. I can power whip here. Yeah, I'm going to power whip. Oh no, he goes into Corvic Knight. Yep. I completely forgot about the spawn. And he probably just roosts here. So I'm going to go into Entei and probably sub. He defogs. Oh no, no more spikes! I mean, this is fine. The Mamoswine's at the health I want it to be at. So I'm going to sub here. He stays in. What does he click? Does he click Roost? Yeah. I mean, this is fine. I can Sacred Fire. If I get the burn, that'll be amazing. He hard withdrawals into Ghostface. I mean, that's fine. He will have to break the sub, and Stomping Tantrum should do double. Oh, he's Infiltrator. I like it. Shadow Ball shouldn't kill me. It does. What? Oh no. Oh, I don't have any Spadef investment, that's why. I was like, this shouldn't kill me. How much does Shadow Ball do to Nidoking, though? Let's say Chandelure. To Nidoking. Shadow Ball will definitely kill. Yeah. I have to go Lele. I'm in a bad spot because of Corvic Knight being at full. He did well enough in reading me into clicking Roost, and he's also Infiltrator, which is really good as well for him. So, Lele, Psyshock will kill. Thunderbolt won't. Energy Ball definitely won't. Hmm. I click Psyshock. We're in a weird position here, I think. Yeah. He could definitely just stall me with his team and put me in a bad position, which I think is exactly what he's doing. So I do outspeed his Nidoking with, his Mamoswine with Nidoking. And I'm at a health where I don't die to Ice Shard. But I don't really kill him, if anything. He U-turns, which is great, Iron Barb's ship is amazing. So I unfortunately need to sack here. Here's the thing. I think he sacks Chandelure after killing me. I think that's his play. Because then he gets a free into anything, depending on what I click. Yeah, so he kills this, so I have to go Lele. I don't think he goes into whatever. I don't think he does that. I think he sacks. I'm running out of time as well. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he does not sack. Oh, why? If I click Thunderbolt, I think I may have won. I should click Thunderbolt. Wait, I could just click it again. That's what I'm going to do. He's going to Roost here. Or U-turn. Roost or U-turn. If he U-turns, I'm in a good position. He Roosts. Okay, so he's playing smart. But he's not in a good position still, because now I can just... Well, he's in a... I mean, he's in a great position, technically. I'm not in a good position, what I'm going to say. I go Nidoking. He U-turns, I think. Yeah. Yep. Maybe I should have stayed in again. This is fine, though. He goes into Chandelure, and he clicks Shadow Ball, and I die. Or his Elf and clicks Psychic, and I die. Either one works. Actually, I'm going to... I live Psychic, so I'm going to go back into Lele. I don't live Psychic plus Ice Shard, though, now that I think about it. Oh, wait, I have Psychic Surge, duh. Yeah, he clicks Psychic. I live quite easily. Now I'm Thunderbolting. I'm out of time, though. I lose because I wasn't paying attention to time. Dang it, that's on me. I killed the Corvid Knight, at least. Yeah, I lose. Dang it. Because I think I might have won here at this point. Because I can now, like, Psyshock freely. And literally, it's only Mamo who just gets a free Earthquake here. Yeah, but my time's out, so I lose. That sucks. It is what it is, though. GG's. Yeah, GG's to, actually, I have no idea if, Psyshock killed, Azel from where it was at. I'm already out of time, so it is what it is. Psyshock did kill Azel from where it was at. It was a roll for Mamo, depending on the Mamo set. Yep. That sucks. Nope, I didn't beat Mamo with Psyshock. Okay. So, either way, I lost in the end there, because I just didn't have enough sacks to handle Chandelure. So he did well. He just read my pivots, and I was able to read all of his pivots. He got more 50-50s than I did in the end, so it sucks that it ends this way because I think I had a good chance, really. It's just I made a couple misplays, I think, or he just read me better. Either way, it is what it is. Good games. I think I brought I think I brought the good team. It just didn't work out in the end. So, you take some and you give win some and you lose some. So, GG's to Monte. Check him out and I'll leave him in the description below. And thank you all for joining. I'll see you all next week. Peace.